Welcome back. And your news just in: a school has been torched in Vuwani, Limpopo. And for more on this, we joined on the line from Vuwani by reporter Mike Maringa. A very good evening to you, Mike. Thank you so much for joining us. What's happening on the ground?
Good evening, Sitiwe. You are indeed correct. We were alerted that there's a school that has been set alight. We rushed here to find that the school was indeed burning. Firefighters were battling to put down the fires. It's at a village called Vuwani. It's the village that is very close to Vuwani. They are just divided by a road. We got here only to find that a block of about 4 classrooms has been gutted down completely. Firefighters were busy trying to take out the fire. They have succeeded in doing that. They have left. The Department of Education a spokesperson was also in the vicinity trying to arrange for the reopening of schools tomorrow. I've just spoken to him now, who indicated that he's very disappointed after everything that they have done as a department to try and ensure that schooling resumes in this part of the area, because you'll remember that these people have not been schooling for the past 4 months. So I can confirm that a school is indeed burning where I am at Vuwani. It's a secondary school called Mugoida Secondary School. And we also got information, it's unconfirmed in period, that this is not the only school that is burning. There's another school that is burning, but we are yet to drive to the next village to check if that report is correct. But as of now, I mean, this one, I'll be leaving shortly to go and check if the other report is correct.
Mike, I know it's rather too early to tell at this stage, but could the recent torching be linked to the demarcation debacle that has rocked Vuwani in the past few months?
Look, we cannot dispute or separate the two, because the burning of school has always been part of the demarcation protest. But you'll remember that Minister Van Rooyen has signed an agreement with the chief to end the protest. The community members have agreed. They themselves were leading the process of cleaning the schools. On Friday last week, we were there. We saw them cleaning the schools so that schooling can resume. So what they were saying over the phone when I was driving here is that this is now criminal element. It's got nothing to do with the demarcation battle that we have seen raging for the past 6 months. So we are saying that this is something different, and they are alienating themselves from what is happening. They say this is not part of what they had planned from the onset. Simply.
And having said that, Mike, do we know who's responsible for this?
No, it's not known. Community members were surprised to see flames at the school. It looks like the suspects jumped the fence, set the block alight, and ran off. At this stage, it's not known. It's still unknown suspect. We haven't heard anything from the police, but the little that we know from the community is that no one has been arrested so far.
So, Mike, how has security been since voting took place last week?
Look, everything has been very calm. The shopping complexes in the area have been open. The shutdown was uplifted completely. Public transport has been restored. So it was business as usual. It is a surprise. We were also here to monitor the opening of schools tomorrow. We're not anticipating what we are seeing currently. That's why even the leaders of the protest are equally surprised about these latest developments, because they were of a view that they should allow the process to unfold, allow learners to go back to school, so that they can start renegotiating with government, the demarcation board, to see if they can meet each other halfway as the time goes by.
Now, Mike, we know that there's been a great deal of despondency and apathy over the recent polls, that so many of the Vuwani residents shunned the polling stations. Now, do we know if there's been any unhappiness brewing so far?
Look, the high apathy was a way of showing that they are not happy with the demarcation board's decision to incorporate them with Malamulele. But you'll remember that they are led by the chiefs. The chiefs are the ones who took this matter to High Court and the Constitutional Court. And after losing their battle in the two courts, they came to an agreement with Department of Cocta to say that they will abide by the Constitutional Court ruling. But the sense on the ground is that you still have people who are not happy about the ongoings. They are still resisting to be part of Malamulele. So that could be the reason why we are still seeing such things happening as we speak. But you see, we cannot, at this stage, we cannot say for sure if it's got everything or anything to do with what we've been seeing over the past few months. But the high apathy speaks volume in a sense that people stayed away deliberately because they were not happy with the whole process. But again, if you've got the task team members saying that they are not part of this, they have accepted the decision, then it casts the doubt to say at this stage who is responsible, because people who are in the forefront have completely distanced themselves from any criminal element that is currently seen here in Vuwani.
And any update on the people who've been recently arrested?
Yes, the people who were arrested were released on bail yesterday. It was 5 people. 3 of them are former task team members who were arrested previously, including the teacher. They were released in Toyando High Court yesterday, so they are at home. So the burning of the school is happening a day after they are released. I don't know if one has to connect the two, but yes, they were released yesterday.
All right, Mike, as you track down developments there, we'll certainly be in touch with you again. Thank you so much for your update. That was Mike Maringa, our reporter who's been covering recent developments in Vuwani. He joined us live on the line.